Yo, what is up?
What's up, brother?
Not much. How's your week been?
Man, it's been an interesting week. Do you just have bottles of bourbon laying around?
No, I'm not a big bourbon drinker. I have a lot of bottles of rum
Hold on
hanging
just a
around.
second. Hold on a second.
Ooh, what kind is it?
So we're sitting there talking before we came on live. A lot of people don't know that we sit here and talk before we come on live. I bet a lot of people don't even know that we're really friends in real life, right? I mean, I bet there's a lot of that too that people don't know about us. And I'm looking at my bottle of rum. My dad got me a single barrel bottle of rum. Me and my dad used to drink this every Christmas Eve. We would take out one of these bottles. We'd play some cards. We'd talk a lot of shit. That's just what we did. And he tends to send me these bottles of single barrel from time to time. And I don't really drink. I'm not much of a drinker. But I'm sitting there looking at it, and I think today's Friday, and I need to have a little drink. Cheers,
Nothing
everybody.
wrong with that. Yeah, see, I was always I'm a big.
Oh, so good.
In my early ages, I did a lot of tequila, so I've got a bottle of tequila from Mexico that I still never opened. Still original cork seal, everything.
That's good.
And then I got into, and my wife keeps asking, "Hey, we're gonna open that thing." I'm like, "It's tequila. You don't have to."
So I never really got into tequila for the simple fact that I had a problem with tequila. When I opened a bottle of tequila, I had to drink the whole bottle. I was one of those strange people that it didn't make me fight, it didn't make me angry, but once I broke the seal, I had to finish that entire bottle before I could stop.
And some people think of tequila as maybe a mixed item like a margarita. The only thing I ever think of tequila is shots.
That's it. That's all.
That's my mindset. Shots. So I'm right there with you. But I think as time went on and I started doing cruising around the Caribbean, I fell in love with rum, and I have a fascination. So I've got rum from all over the Caribbean. I've got a collection, and I love to sip on rum. To me, it's more of a sip and drink, or put it in with Coke, stuff like that. I absolutely love that. That's my drink of choice.
So if I would have known that 6 years ago, I went to Jamaica, I could have brought you back some Jamaican rum. I mean,
I'll tell you, Jamaica has, to me,
Appleton.
In my experience,
Appletini.
Jamaica has the best rum.
Appletini. You can actually buy that in the States. When I was there, you couldn't get that in the States now, but Appletini is like the Jamaican rum.
You mean Appleton?
Appleton, is that how you say it? Appletini. I was trying to figure it out. It was one or the other. I see that you recently posted a Disney video. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you've been slowly converting over to Disney. You got Disney right in your back door. You're super passionate about it. You posted one about the Wish.
Yeah, we just mind you, I mean, you may hear me. I may drop out, as I have to cough or something like that. I actually, just after our last live, I started getting sick. And unfortunately, I got sick because of a guy at my work that decided to continue coming to work sick.
Doesn't that piss you off?
No, it annoys me. So I was out. I was all weekend. I was pretty much in bed. Even Father's Day, we didn't do a ton because I was still kind of sick. But my wife told me, "Hey, the Wish is making its first arrival in Orlando on Sunday morning." I was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling 100% yet. We'll see. It was at 4 a.m. And so we didn't end up going. But, we started watching some things. A few channels put videos up. And my wife's like, I think you missed an opportunity. And I was like, you know what? Luckily, at that point, I was starting to feel better. The throat soreness was gone, everything like that. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I did. But I think we can still make it up. So we headed out to the port, and sure enough, she's docked out there. She's beautiful. We went all around the port to try to get all the sides of her. Of course, you can't get into the ship by any means. They're still doing a lot of work on it. But I decided to start a new segment, and I think in the next 5 minutes of Disney, and for some reason that just came to me. I thought, well, we'll just do a 5 minutes of Disney. It's cool. Everyone can take 5 minutes out and listen to a little bit of Disney news. So. But I didn't really explain it. This was the first 5 minutes of Disney. I just said, "Oh yeah, there's 5 minutes of Disney." My wife realized. She told me earlier today. She goes, "You realize you've never explained right now what 5 minutes of Disney is." Yeah, the next one's probably gonna be in the studio, so
it happens.
I'll probably explain it a little bit more. and go from there. But you know, it was fun. I was probably going a little bit fast. The wind was crazy. I thought I had one of those big puff things on my mic, and it didn't help. It was
Dead cats. You had a dead cat on it.
Yeah,
that's what they're called. They're called dead cats.
Yeah. But
it's super cool though. Super cool.
It was fun to go out and see, and I'll be out there next Wednesday. We're going back out there because they're going to be doing the full christening of the boat.
Oh man, that's going to be fun. Super cool. Make sure you keep your eyes out on that. If you haven't seen this video, make sure you get over there and thumbs out there real quick. Help Chris out in the algorithm. I got to hit a comment though before we go any further. So I see that Flipcakes asked me what it was like to meet Bert Crusher. Now check this out.
Oh, I saw that picture.
I am one of those strange people that have kept up with Bert Crusher for a really long time. When I worked at a tattoo studio, me and all of the guys there, when you were bored, we would kind of get on our phones. We were like YouTubing when YouTube wasn't that. We weren't actually YouTubers, but we were watching YouTube videos before YouTube was like super popular like it is today. And we would find things like Bert Crusher, like in his first original stand-ups, and we would share that amongst everybody. You know, you have five guys
before he was doing it shirtless,
right? Before he was super popular, right? So you know, five guys finding different random stuff. That's how I found so many random things. Is you have five people searching stuff, and next thing you know, you're finding things you're interested in. I have been keeping up with him for I know every bit of 10 years. Every bit of 10 years, I have been keeping up with Bert Crusher. I have been to his second show now. This was the one that I went to this last time. Was the first was their kickoff tour of what was it called? It was their kickoff of this tour. So this is the very first show.
Like the show he does with that other guy.
Yeah, well, no. This was their very first kickoff. So there was like 5 comedians there. They were all hysterical. Some of them were I listened to his podcast, Two Bears in a Cave. Right. Well, the Fully Loaded. That's what they're calling this. So they did Fully Loaded. The very first one was done in Indiana. I'm sitting there with this, and we're eating. We got there out early. They encouraged us to get early. So when we first got there, they opened the gates. He came out. He opened the gates. He took his shirt off. He waved. He said, "Hey to everybody." He took back off. We thought that was super cool that he took the time out of his day to do that. Didn't expect to see him again. I'm sitting there eating with Jess, and I see this guy walking from a distance, and he's coming, and he doesn't have a shirt on. And I said, "Man, that looks a lot like Bert Crusher walking through the crowd." No one has noticed this, by the way. Dude's just walking through the crowd. I said, no. I've got to go talk to him. So I actually was walking and talking to him for every bit of 5 minutes. I couldn't get him to take a shot with me. I was trying. I was trying hard.
Take a shot with the machine?
Yes, I told him I needed a shot with the machine. He said the machine couldn't come out yet. It was still like 3 hours before the show started. He was like, no. It's a little too early. I can't do it, but I still tried. He's a really super cool guy. If you get a chance to watch one of the Fully Loaded videos, because they were shooting a whole production while we were there. You get a chance to see this show, you need to see this show, because he comes in with jokes that you haven't heard yet. And there's so many other comedians that you haven't really heard of yet that were in there that were all hysterical. They had me laughing so hard. I had tears, and y'all know me, I get to laugh until I'm in tears. Almost the whole show, I was laughing in tears for like 3 hours trying to stop because it was hysterical. So if you get a chance to check out that Fully Loaded, man, make sure you go check that out, because you're gonna laugh till you just can't take it. I mean, it is hysterically funny. I was like, I've been especially since he started doing more stand-up, because to me, like, you know, remember him doing this one stand-up where he talks about his kids. His first one's kind of like, okay, calm, whatever, and the second one's absolutely batshit crazy. That's like my kids. My second one is like Isla. I just wait till she gets a teenage. I'm gonna hear the same crap. You know, the period party and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, he has a whole new like line of jokes in this one, and look, the way he ends this show, you just got to see that. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. The way he ends this show is just phenomenal. I mean, the ending was the best ending I've ever seen at any concert, any rave, any music festival, anything that I've ever been to. He ended the show better than anything I had ever seen. Nice. I mean, he got the whole crowd to stand up and sing the national anthem at the end of this. You just wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe how he did it. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun.
Well, that's fantastic.
Let's hit that chat real quick, though. I see that we had that. I had to talk about that one real quick. I did that too.
All right, and nice and early, we had Chase's Kingdom. Hail to the Kingdom.
What is up, bro?
Why is that not showing up? There it is. That's going weird. Hail to the Kingdom. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by. We've got Baby Ice in the house. What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. Creative Minds 727. We haven't seen Creative Minds in a little while. So always good for you to come on back. We've got Lee Funko. What's going on, man? Appreciate it. We've got Nick Bayer. What's funny about Nick is and he does it. I thought maybe originally it was a mistake or a typo. He always calls me Tekka for some reason. I don't know. I've always wondered that. Anyways, we also got Flip Cake Designs in the house. What's going on, buddy? We also got Zach Bonifer in the house. We've got the one, the only last Ketchum in the house hanging out with us. And I think that's where we're at as far as people commenting.
Yeah.
So chase it back to
Nick said if I got empty bourbon bottles laying around, I'm an alcoholic. Let me tell you what the funny thing is, Nick. I don't drink because I am an alcoholic. I mean, I know that you didn't mean it like that, but that's why I don't drink. Is I have a slight alcohol problem. I don't drink for the social hour of drinking. I drink to get drunk. I mean, it's just the God's honest truth. And I don't have that thing in my brain that says don't drink anymore. It's not there. It says keep drinking. and that's what I do. So I don't drink because I become a very unhappy person and it's not healthy. So I just don't drink because of that. I don't have empty bourbon bottles hanging around. All right. The SDCC, all of the releases I think are completely out.
Hold on, one thing before we get into that though, because you asked me it every week, and then finally actually didn't ask me it. Do I have a box to open?
I do too. I wouldn't like.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we got there yet.
So we got. I think that we finally got all of the SDCC stuff. I think it's finally out. So I think we'll go through the entire recap of that today. We have some new NFTs I want to talk about, and the Mondo. Do you remember me talking about Mondo Funko acquiring this company named Mondo? And I'm probably not saying that right.
You talked about that last week.
I wanted Mondo. I don't know. It's Mondo. However you want to say it. Tomato. They have a new drop that I want to talk about. But let's what you got for us today?
Let me grab the box real quick. Now, I also got to give a shout out actually to, and I know I've done it before, but to Chase because. I was having a problem. I wanted to create a design for the 5 minutes of Funko, and I kept just hitting a funk of what I wanted to do with it because I am my own worst enemy, and I overly critique everything. And so I got frustrated, and I reached out. I just happened to see Chase on there. It's like, oh, yeah, I know he does a lot of these things. Hey. What would your idea be if you were going to create a logo? And he ended up just throwing some out there, and they were fantastic. He did a couple different ones. The one that is on the thumbnail is actually Chase did make it. So I do need to give a big credit to Chase. So thank you very, very much, buddy. I appreciate it. The next big thing, and hopefully I get out of this creative rut, is there will be a new logo coming.
Everybody goes through a creative rut. I promise you, I've been in one for a while now. You will pop out of it. Chase just hit his 17-month membership of Burger Life. I can't even believe it's been around that long. I can't even believe that it's been around that long. But I have to pull up the comments on YouTube as well. So if you're wondering like how I look crazy sometimes sitting over here, we discovered that the membership super chats don't actually come through the StreamYard for some reason. There's some kind of missing link between those two.
Doesn't do that.
But Chase, I truly appreciate you. We all appreciate you. Great member of the community. I noticed I was about to tell you that I just noticed that we had another really awesome member of the community that just stepped in.
Yeah, I've been missing some JKL. Him and I have been chatting back and forth a little bit. I know we're on kind of later, so. He's got to get up early for his job. So, I get it.
I think that maybe we should all just make one big live one day. How many people can we have on a live?
I think 10.
I think we should just get 10 of us together one day so that we can catch up a little bit. James, we're absolutely going to get to what you're saying. That's kind of one of the things we're going to do when we go through the SDCC stuff is we're going to talk about what we think maybe is grails, maybe what's long-term, maybe what's short-term. And I mean, we know with a lot of Funko stuff, there's a lot of things that are short-term. I don't know. I haven't really looked at them, but I can give you my honest opinion, and we'll see where it goes. So far, I've been pretty good at hitting some of these, but it's hit or miss sometimes.
So the box I have, and mind you, you guys know I don't get mystery boxes. In fact, actually, this is the only mystery box that I still get because I love it. And then some of you guys maybe even probably seen YouTube videos of what is inside this, but I don't care because I haven't seen anything. It is the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness Marvel Collector.
Oh, I already know what's in that one. Could you send that one to me without opening it? Just blindly send it to me.
No,
I already know what pops in that one. I already know.
What's funny is I think something happened and I thought I'd lost my subscription, and then all of a sudden, like, they sent me this, and I remember paying for it, and all of a sudden Amazon kept saying, "Oh, your payments, declined for your Doctor Strange box." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I already got it and I already paid for it."
That's right. Decline.
I had two subscriptions and I didn't know.
Yeah, I'd have been like, decline it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't care. So first up, of course, we got the pin, which is Wanda. I like that one a lot.
That box right there is one of them that I wish that I wouldn't have missed.
And then at least, hey, hopefully this shirt's better than the last one, and that one's still in the closet somewhere. But what do we got this time?
What do we got? That's a good looking shirt. Good looking shirt.
It's a black light.
I'd wear it.
It's black light too. That's cool.
I'd wear that one. That's a nice.
This is definitely a good one to wear. And sticker wise, of course,
what do we got
next month? Which this one. All right, y'all gonna have to tell me. Usually I'm pretty good with these things. I don't know where that comes from.
I don't have a clue.
I'm not quite sure. Hit up in the chat. Let me know. That one I'm kind of confused with. As far as pops go, let's grab the first one out of here. Who we got?
There's that Doctor Strange.
So we got just regular Doctor Strange. Well, what's the difference on him? Oh, this sucks. I hate this. Actually, is really bad because I think what is cool about this is completely hidden by the box.
It happens sometimes.
Completely hidden. I gotta take him out before we get to that.
Now I think there's another Doctor Strange in that box too.
But dude, he's got dragons.
Yep. I think there's another Doctor Strange in that book too. In that box too.
Awesome. All right. Is this one gonna be as cool as my Scarlet Witch from last time?
I don't know.
Who we got?
Oh,
what is Supreme? This is a statue. That's
the one you need to send to me. that's the one.
This is a Supreme Strange statue.
Yes.
That is awesome.
That is a really cool box.
That is pretty awesome.
That's a really cool box. This month, that one was cool. They hit a home run with that one.
The past 2 months have been really good, and it is a bobble too.
Well, I mean, they're all bobbles until you start getting into this guy, and then this guy, they cheated the whole bobble on this one.
Check that out. Oh yeah, that thing's badass.
Look, it doesn't bobble though. They got it screwed all the way down.
But dude, that is
really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that one. That one's really, really, really cool.
I might just have to have him out of the box for a while.
So I believe this package came from my good friend Summer, but check this out.
It's moving.
So I believe that this package came from my good friend Summer. I don't know what's inside of it. It might not even have come from her. For all I know, there's a Twinkie inside of it. I mean, honestly, I don't know what's inside of this box.
It is an Amazon box.
But I thought that I would. Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely a pop. This one is going to be. Check this out. It's going to.
Oh, it's Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat.
That thing's hot.
that make a wish pop with purpose. Summer, I truly appreciate you for sending me this really awesome pop. I like that one. I like that one. So this is what I wanted to talk about though. The Mondu or Mondo or however it is that you're going to say this, they release different like custom stuff that they make, right? I mean, so they do their, and now I'm starting to believe that Funko didn't acquire them to make a new line. I'm starting to believe that Funko acquired them to keep them from stepping on their business.
Sorry, I just had to point out that is what that is.
I got you. I believe that they got them to stop. Zombie promo is not a bird.
Oh, real quick, if you guys are interested in next month or in the subscription box in 2 months, so August.
Zombie Silver Surfer.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. That's cool. Nick, I think I'm confused on what you're saying. The Zombie Silver Surfer was not a bobblehead either. It would, if it was Marvel, it has to be. If it's Marvel, it has to be a bobblehead. This one actually is a bobblehead. They've screwed it all the way down until it doesn't bobble.
I have that pop in here somewhere.
It's actually a bobblehead, but they screwed it all the way down.
Oh, so it does have that spacer.
Yeah, but it doesn't have space. They screwed it all the way down. I mean, you have to like physically move it. If it's a Marvel though, it has to be bobblehead. They got in trouble for that at some point. Hasbro has the license for non-bobbleheads. Funko has a bobblehead. It's a whole thing. God, Mondo. They make their own custom like products, and they released one that's a limited piece run. Not really something that I would run out and buy, but there's definitely a younger me that would have run out and bought this one. Mm-hmm. It is going to be a 1/6 scale He-Man.
He-Man. I remember having a lot of He-Man toys when I was a kid. It was one of the, of course, everyone had to have the action figures, and of course, none of us actually kept them in the boxes. Because I remember, actually, if they ever came back out with it, I had a He-Man that if you punched it, it would flip to damage.
Yes, I remember those. I think everybody remembers those. Nick, I got what you're saying. He's holding his head. I got exactly what you're saying. So, yes, the He-Man, you could thump it. I would thump his chest, and it would pop out and it'd roll around. And I know exactly what He-Man. Battle damage He-Man is what I want to say that they call that one.
Yeah, something like that.
So these guys have released this one. You can get it in pre-order right now. They're saying that it's a limited piece run. I don't know how limited piece run it is, but it is the 1/6 scale, which intrigues me on how big 1/6 scale is. I would say that it's 1/6 of the actual person. So if it's 1/6 of the actual person, then it's probably somewhere between a foot and 2 foot. I mean, if I'm thinking about it right, I mean, and if I'm not, throw a comment over there if you know what 1/6 scale means. I don't really know. Right.
Yeah, I've never been good on the whole scale thing.
Right. I know that it's pretty big. I just don't know exactly how big. So if you throw us a comment over there and let us know. This one is available for pre-order on the 22nd. I think
$260 for that isn't that bad.
It's $260 for this guy.
The only thing that I have to, I mean, yeah, mind you, it is a He-Man action figure, but the knees are kind of the muscular legs and then these chicken bone knees.
Right. This thing is just like the original, I think. It looks like it articulates in every direction, so you'll be able to pose him. He comes with 2 different heads, 5 different hands, the sword, the axe, the armor. I mean, he just comes with a lot of add-ons when it comes right down to it. I've never been real big into buying the 1/6 scales. I would like to get maybe some Stormtroopers in the 1/6, maybe some Star Wars stuff. I don't know about a He-Man, but I can see where there would be a call, like people would want it, right? I mean, I can see where there would be a need for him. What do you think?
I like it. I sorry. I like it. It kind of definitely. Wow, this cough is a pain in my ass. It definitely reminds me of the old school, action figures that everyone had as a kid. I mean, and that honestly, that the look of it, the detail of it, I mean, everything seems to be like what we had as a kid. Of course, they don't make them. Even ones nowadays, they aren't made the same as when we had him as kids. So, if you're, were a huge He-Man fan when you were a kid, and this is something you're into, I mean, I would definitely take advantage of this.
I would, if it was something that I was into. I think it's really cool. They get, like I said, they got the 3 different heads. You can see they've made him to where you can pose him, obviously, right? I mean, that's what he was made for. He was made to make short videos. He was made to pose. He was made to have fun with, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's an adult toy if you honestly think about it. And I think, there's a good idea of how big he is. I mean, he's really big for $260, and that tells me how big. That tells me how big the 1/6 scale are, and they're made for posing. They're made for doing all of that stuff. I think that was really cool. I wanted to show that real quick, just in case nobody had seen the actual the stuff that the Mondu or Mondo or whatever it is that we're calling them is calling that.
What's happened in Dead Zone?
I will do that at some point. To make a few, yeah. I mean, I will definitely do that here at some point. So let me get this taken down, and I'll get the SDC stuff pulled up because I know that that's what we want to talk about, or at least that's what I want to talk about because I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, I know that I got. Man, I was on again. I told you I don't, because I'm focused on all the travel stuff, but I still followed this Funko and stuff like that. Man, I don't know if I think it was sodas. Man, they were dropping a whole bunch of something. It was either today or yesterday or something like that.
So with the sodas, they're quadrupling down and doubling down, and they're going to continue going until they can't get any more. They did drop a lot of those. I kind of briefly seen those. Nadia, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Dead Zone, what's up, brother? It's good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house. Here we go. So I'm gonna start just like where we did before, and we'll just kind of go through them. So you know that they have the mascot. I'm looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, you definitely. I want the pirate guy, to be honest with
you. Out of the two of them, I would be after the pirate. So then we did the whole Parks and Recreation. Nobody knows who that is. No one cares.
The Tron stand, which of course is not going to Tron because it's a licensed item, but that's the Tron outfit.
So is it a grill or not? I'm going to say no. I'm thinking that this one's not a grail. This is one of them that we've said a whole bunch of times that they added the sticker to it because they needed to sell it. I mean, this is one of those.
I just don't think a lot of South Parks have ever gone hugely priced.
I think there's a few of them out there that maybe are fairly decently priced, but I don't think there's any of them out there that went over 1,000. I think that it just hasn't happened. But that one doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it.
The Penguin, I have no idea.
No idea what this thing is. So I don't even know what kind of following it has. This is one of them that I'm going to say that it's a fail.
That's a fail because they already did so many of him that really, I think they've already done that pose too. This one, right. I think, is going to be huge.
I was about to say that.
This one is going to be big and going to go fast.
All right. This one is going to go fast. It is going to go up in value fast. I don't know what kind of people actually watch this show because I haven't watched it. I don't know if they're collectors. I don't really know, right? So this is one of them that's going to go up fast. I don't know that it'll stay there. So if you're just going to flip one, this is one of them that you get your hands on and flip right away. I mean, this is definitely the one that you get your hands on it and you post it on whatever your favorite site is the minute that you have your hands on it and let it go. Because if you try and hold on to this one, I think that you're going to find yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. And everybody knows that position, right?
I'd grab it if I had the opportunity. I'd snag it up pretty quickly.
I mean, everybody knows that position, though, right? So where you find the Freddy that's the limited 2,000 piece run, right? This was 2018 San Diego convention. You get your hands on him. At some point, he was worth $1,000. I think today you can buy him for 50. I mean, so do not hold on to that one because that one is going to be a mistake if you decide that you're going to hold on to it.
That one's pretty hot.
Get it in your collection and then get it back out or trade up. Do whatever it is. I'm going to tell you what I would do. This is what I would do with this one is I would get my hands on this one and I would instantly trade for a Blacklight Carnage. I mean, that's what I would do. That would be my instant go-to on this one. Is I would instantly go to a Blacklight Carnage or my Hero Killer Stain. Those are I'm referencing those two pops though because those are two pops that went up in value. They came back down very little, but they held it.
But I think with this for Squid Games, compared to the original bunch that they had came out, there were a lot of people pops. I mean, other than the pink shape people, this is an iconic item from the movie that people are going to jump on. Now, have I ever seen supersized pops become grails? No, not really.
Right.
But this is going to be one a lot of people are going to jump on because
I agree. Look, I have my 10-inch Boba Fett over there that's the Target exclusive Boba Fett that's worth a couple of $100. I mean, so it's not out of the question for it to go up in price. I think that it's out of the question to believe that it's going to stay there. And the reason I say that is this is the first one of these that they've come out with, right? This is the first one.
This is the first one of this character, yeah.
They're going to come out with thousands more of this character, at least hundreds. Let's say thousands is an exaggeration. They will come out with at least hundreds of this same character by the time it's over with. I mean, so I jump on it and get rid of it is what I say to that one.
This one I know you can do it for a people pop, but I'll grab this. I
can't talk on it either because I don't know anything about it.
I love Ted Lasso, but it really wouldn't fit in my collection as I'm going more Disney style. But yeah, I love this pop.
This one might have some standing for more reasons than that, though. So Ted Lasso is actually going to be at the San Diego Con, which tells me why this pop was released at the San Diego Con. Is not only can you buy the pop there, but then you can instantly go have it autographed by Ted Lasso, right? I mean, so this one's going to be a two-edged sword. One is I don't know a lot about it. You know far more about this than I do. There's a huge following for it because he's actually going to be at the convention. This is one of them that if you had the convention sticker and you could get it signed, ooh, I mean, the sky would the limits would be pretty high, right? I mean that one.
I think Lasso could be a possible even future grail because this is the first Ted Lasso pop to come out, and it you may not have seen it, but there is a big following for this show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just think that if you could get your hand on the convention version, you're going to be in better shape, right? And we all know that you're not going to get your hand on the convention version outside of the convention. They've kind of they've brought in the reins from that since, COVID year's over. They've kind of said, whoa. If you're not at the convention, you don't get a convention sticker. You get the shared label. So, I mean, if you could get the convention sticker, I think that you're going to be in far better shape with this one than a shared label.
Definitely agree. I
mean, it just because he's going to be there. Because he's going to be there is going to make it more money right away. Right away.
I completely agree.
But if you could get it signed, you definitely have a grill on your hands at that point. We've talked about the Stranger Things. I think
Stranger Things. I think mind you. I think I finally caught up with Stranger Things, and I can't wait for the next part of this thing. But originally last time I said I hadn't got to a point where the Demogorgon's in there. I'm not gonna say whether he is or isn't in the first half if you haven't watched it, but it is still a classic monster from the movie. Have they redone this mold multiple times? Yeah.
I think it's played out. I think this mold's play out. I think the backpack's stupid. I think it's played out. It's just my thoughts. This one is hysterical because of the meme that's going around with it.
Yeah, the one we slightly missed last week. We had to go back on.
Yeah, we had to go back on it. I'm not gonna say that it's a grill. I am, however, gonna say that the meme is gonna make it worth more money. This one could probably hit $40 or $50. I don't see it going any higher than that. I don't really see it going any lower than that either, though. This is one of them that I think will hit a decent range and it'll stick right there. I say decent. Anytime you spend $15 or something plus shipping and you could double your money, that's a win. Yeah, I mean, that's a win. So it's, all too often we look at it the wrong way. And let me tell you the other funny thing is we all try and pretend like we don't resell our stuff at some point. And that's another funny thing is we all try and pretend that we don't resell it. At some point, I think
you and I were already talking about this even before the show happens. There may be, and from both Wayne and Tech, a thinning of the collection coming soon.
Yeah, no, for sure. We were talking about that right before the show, that coming up here at some point that we're gonna like thin out our collections a little bit, and I think it's just time for me to thin mine out. If I'm being honest with everybody right now, I have a complete wall of shelves, and I'm gonna do a new studio tour as soon as it's completely done. And my shelves are from the floor to the ceiling. They have now become stacked too deep. And I said that when I started collecting that if you couldn't see what you were collecting, then you weren't actually collecting it. You're hoarding it, right? You quit collecting when you started like packing it in. And all of my shelves, with the exception of 1, 2, maybe, are packed too deep. I mean, so I don't even know what's behind them anymore, right?
Yeah.
I've packed them too deep and don't even know what's behind them. And I know that there's some cool stuff. And then I have a whole nother side of stuff that I still have to go through that's either A, water damaged, right? And it's got to come completely out of the box, or B, I've kind of forgotten about. And I need to start like, I need to thin out the herd, like you said.
Dude, like that's my problem with like this bottom row down here. That's 4 deep.
Yeah,
4 deep, 2 on top.
See,
I know I have that Silver Surfer, but it's somewhere in there.
Right. And so here's my thing with that, right? I know that they're collectibles. I know that we all enjoy collecting them. I even know that there's this small addiction with collecting them that maybe we don't want to talk about out loud. But I think it's time to thin out my collection a lot. I mean, probably by half. I mean, I say right now that I'm probably sitting somewhere around 2,000 pops. Right. I mean, that's where I say I'm at right now, and they've got to start thinning out some, man. I mean, they just have to.
And for me, as much as I love Funkos, the studios, being more crowded, you're gonna start seeing a lot more Disney stuff up here. Wait, what did he say? Wayne, if you're not
able to see the Funkos you collect, makes you a hoarder. He said, I've been a hoarder since day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick, I love you. I love you. Let's fill this back up. All right. So
this, I think, I know you don't know much, but this is probably going to be a grill. This is going at 150 period. This being Supersonic from, of course, they made the first appearance of Supersonic in the Sonic 2 that recently came out, and it was awesome. Especially if you can get that glow in the dark version, and I think that glow is pretty cool. If I can get my hands on this, trust me, I will be putting it in a hard stack right away.
I think all of them are glow in the dark. I think they're just showing you like the glow versus the not glow. I think that it's all glow. I'm just gonna have to agree with you. And if we go by the likes, right? So let's just go by the hearts. If we go by the hearts on what has the most hearts, what we went through so far. So the Penguin's at 14,000. The Ted is at 10. 23,000 for the Squid Girl. I mean, so that one should give you something right there right away. 32,000 for the Demogorgon.
I mean, Stranger Things. Come on.
23,000 for the Sonic. I mean, so look, there has to be some truth in what you're saying. I'm only going to show this for a second. Only 3,000 people liked it. I hope they didn't make more than 3,000 of these dumb things. Why I would want a shirt that has the Funko building on it, I don't know. This one is some new sodas, but I
don't know what this is.
This is from their fantastic plastic vinyls.
Oh, that's right.
This is kind of their made up stuff. But I'm gonna be honest with you, right? As much as I want to hate, because I do, I want to look at this and I want to say, oh, this is garbage, right? I mean that's my initial like what I want to say. It's pretty cool. I mean, if I'm
I think this is probably one of the more creative ones that have.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, it's just different shirt colors, but it's going to make the collectors go even.
But it looks like it has 2 versions of a chase.
Yeah, they have to because the yellow one and actually even has a different face color.
So it has 2 different chase variants, and the common's red. Then you have a purple and an orange that are both chase variants. Like I said, as much as I want to hate on this and I want to tell you that it's garbage, I say that it's going to go up in price. And here's the one safe thing about the sodas that you can just about guarantee. If you find a chase, they're almost never under $40. So, I mean, you could just about guarantee that if you find a Chase and a soda that you could resell it for $40. I mean, almost guaranteed
Yeah,
every time.
but here's the thing though that gets me with sodas though is one, everyone knows I'm kind of getting bored with sodas, to be honest with you. But as far as you're talking resale value, unless you have the chase of something,
Yeah.
the resale value of sodas suck.
Oh, it does, unless you have the Chase. I mean, if it,
or you're selling a completely sealed soda
yeah, but I
that
think I
maybe
don't.
nobody's had for a while, you're gonna make some money on something like that. But the commons, the retail on them suck.
I don't look. I had a conversation about this not too long ago, and I'll have this conversation real quick. And I made a video about it. If you want to go check it out, go check it out. I want to say that it was called Soda Talk. I was kind of bouncing off of Andrew over at the Lou. I hope that he didn't get upset with me, but he made a video kind of talking about the dangers of the buying sodas from people. And I watched this video and thought I wanted to add something to his video, but I didn't want to just straight step on his feet. So I just mentioned him in the video that I was adding to it. And my add to it was pretty simple, because the gist of what he was saying was, when you're buying sodas, you have to kind of have this buyer beware when buying sodas. You have to have this awareness that the person that I'm buying the soda from probably weighed the soda, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably weighed them to find out if it was a Chase versus a non-Chase, because there's a lot of them that have a weight difference. So unless you're buying your sodas from a reputable source like Entertainment Earth, there's a link right down in the description below. This channel makes a few pennies every time you use it. I truly appreciate you. Hot Topic, Box Lunch, FYE, some of the big name box retailers, Pop in the Box. I mean, there's other ones out there. Unless you are getting it from one of these guys that don't want to spend the time to weigh their product, to pull out and deceive you into believing that you can get a Chase variant, you probably shouldn't buy them from people under the assumption that they're sealed. You should buy them thinking that you're getting the common, because it's 99.9% of the time, I can just about guarantee you that's what's happening. No matter how well you think you know people on the internet, trust me, money is the root of all evil. And there's always somebody out there looking to scam you in some shape, way, form, or fashion. No matter how much you want to believe that that person didn't do it, I just about guarantee you, as sinister as it sounds, that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing that I think people have forgotten is the original days of eBay. My friend would go on eBay, and when the bidding was getting close to an end, my buddy would start bidding on this product, and he would get in a bidding war with 2 or 3 other people, and he would keep that price going through the roof, and he'd keep it going, and you got caught in the battle of trying to battle back and forth, and before you knew it, you had spent $100 more than you originally were going out to do. There's a lot of people that are going to say, well, what if your buddy got stuck with it? Then you just cancel the order. As deceiving as that sounds, that's what happened. Whatnot is doing the same thing. People are getting on Whatnot, and they are bidding up the price of their buddies' stuff, and people are falling for it in the heat of the moment. They're just continuing to bid. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, that's against the rules. Absolutely it is. Who's going to catch you? How are you going to prove it? It's not up to me to prove that I did it. It's up to you to prove that I did it. Right? I mean, so look, buyers beware when it comes to the sodas, and you're not buying them firsthand from a place, right? Just buyer beware. Take that however you want, but that's the God's honest truth. And I said from day one that was going to be the ruin of sodas, and it is trying its best to ruin them every single day. All right, let me move off that rant. I'm sorry about that rant, but the soda made me get into it.
Sometimes you just got to rant and just let it out.
Well, I mean, I think that it just needs to be said. For some reason, I don't feel like we're saying it out loud in the community. It needs to be said. Let me see.
That could be it.
Oh,
I mean, that's
really cool. I hope so.
Creative. I hope that is true.
I hope so. That's a great story.
That's a great story.
It's a super cool soda. Like I said, as much as I want to hate it, I can't hate it. They're coming out with.
And James, you are right. Yeah, if you can get your hand on an Eddie from Stranger Things pop, it's already gone Grail status. The chances of you finding one is, other than paying a large amount of money on eBay, you're slim and none.
They're coming back out with these black light variants again. Let me tell you why I don't like this one. I currently have this soda already. I have him already. He's not in a black light. I'm gonna just move past it. I
Yeah,
think that
I'm
Funko
done
has
with that.
stomped out the black light variants till it's just no end. And I wish that they would stop, but they're not going to stop because we continue to fall for it again and again and again. Bilbo Baggins
Double
is pretty
Baggins, I'm not
hard.
hating the chase on that one. I do like the chase.
I like the chase variant of this one. He's hitting pretty hard. I mean, I don't know that he'll be a grail, but he's hitting pretty hard. I'm probably not going to call any of the sodas a grail because just what you said a second ago. If you get the common in the soda,
Marcus, what's going on?
thank you. We appreciate you, brother. When you get the common in a soda, it's always worth less than what you pay
Oh, yeah.
for it. I mean,
It's less
it's
than what the pop is valued
right.
at.
I mean, so the fact that the chases go for as much as they do, that just made up for all the commons you had got trying to get to that chase. I mean, so it probably balances itself out at the end of the day, to be honest. Just to be completely honest. This is going to be for My Hero Academia, I believe.
No, that looks like that's not My Hero Academia logo. That's
What is this?
something completely different.
I don't know. Anyways, it's pretty cool. It's an anime. I don't really get into anime the whole lot. This one I thought was pretty cool as
Star
well.
Lord's kind of cool. I like that. I like it with his headphones on.
This one's pretty cool. The chase variant of it I think is cooler than the actual like pop, so that's a win, right? Because sometimes the chase variants aren't much cooler than the pops themselves.
Know nothing about this.
I know nothing about this
It's a
guy. I
DC
don't even know what
comic.
he is. He's a DC comic.
Well, that's the reason I know nothing about it because I mean DC Comics is always at the latter end of most comic anything.
Most comic anything. Yeah, I mean that's probably about the truth. Look, this guy just made a very valid point. All of y'all need to smash that like button real quick. Help us out on the algorithm. Just boost it up there a little bit more. Truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate.
And some of
you
y'all
guys.
need to catch up to Chase on that Burger Life member.
so let's see what we got here. I know there has to be some pretty cool ones in here. So we had the
Justice League again.
Does-
DC. Does people really care?
Yeah,
probably
Justice
not.
League was always really popular. This one's going to be pretty hot. This is going to be Starfire. I look. Everybody always loved the Justice League. I'm not going to go so far as to say that it's a grill, but it's going to be up there.
The Avengers were way better than the Justice League.
This one, however,
yes, this is hot. This is hot, and this is going to go quickly.
This is going to go fast. This one's going to go up in price.
The fact that it's Batman Returns and he's in his duck boat is, I mean,
this one.
Yeah.
All right. So the last pop ride that I think that they made that was just epic, I think was Eazy-E in the Impala. So using the 64 Impala. I have it here somewhere stacked 4 deep or something back there somewhere. I know that it's here. Or at least it used to be. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. It might be. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be on that one for a minute. So I know that he's back there somewhere. That was one of the coolest pop rides I had ever seen. Was that Eazy-E 64 Impala? This one's going to be up there with that like Eazy-E 64 Impala. And the fact that Chase just pointed out that Chris could admit that this one's going to be pretty hot.
Hey, if I'm coming from a Marvel fan and I'm saying a DC, mind you, this is also coming from two of the best Batman movies because Michael Keaton was the Batman. Yeah, that was cool.
So this one is coming from the Demon Slayer. The Demon Slayer always has these very like unique, these different. They had the one that had the nails driven into the side of his head.
That weird one.
Yeah, they've had all of those weird ones where it looked like a face was coming out of the side of it. They've had all of those strange like anime stuff. But this is what I'm gonna say. Some of this Demon Slayer stuff has went way up in value. And just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it won't go up in value. So I'm going to call this one as not necessarily a grail, but this is definitely one of them that you could flip if that's what you were into.
Yeah.
I say that's definitely flippable. Now we're going to blindly grab these guys.
Boruto?
I know nothing. I know nothing about this, so I'm not going to try and lie to you and say that I do. I know. Oh, this is My Hero Academia.
Still no.
Wow. All right. all of your convention, My Hero Academia stuff has went up in value. So this is one of them that I would say is going to go up in value because it's coming out of convention. It's going to have the convention sticker on it. It's most likely a GameStop exclusive. I haven't looked at the shared retailers yet, but almost everything My Hero Academia is GameStop exclusive. I'm going to say that this one is going up, man. I mean, I hate to admit that. I mean, I hate to like say that too loud, but everything My Hero Academia,
everything My Hero Academia goes up.
well, at least everything that has a convention sticker on it, like My Hero Killer Stain, I still have over there somewhere. That's like a couple $100. I mean, everything that has a convention sticker on it, My Hero Academia, has managed to go up, and it's. Look, people can say what they want to say about anime. It's not going away anytime soon. I mean, it is simply not going away. This is a Dragon Ball Z. I think Dragon Ball Z's kind of played out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have.
Attack of
the Titans.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans.
No, nothing. It's animation. I know nothing.
So earlier this year, I think I said that this wasn't going to be the year of anime. That last year was the year of anime, and this year was going to be the year of DC and Marvel.
They're pumping out that anime, man.
I mean, I think that they're going to turn me into a liar, to be honest with everybody. they are just turning up the anime. They have dug the bottom of the barrel for the animes that maybe they could make a profit on, and it's really wild to me that they have managed to find so many different animes and so many different genres and so many different styles, but they've found them. I mean, they've dug them out of the barrel until they found them. This is another, lo and behold, anime.
Yeah, I'm completely lost on everything going on right now.
I, once again, nothing about what that thing is, and we're into the skateboard. This is My Hero Academia.
Really? We're doing skateboards now?
Yeah, they've been doing skateboards for a long time. They look really cool hanging on the wall. This is what I'm going to say, though. They normally sell for like $100. They normally sell out, so you can actually get caught in like the fear of missing out if you're not careful. Do not buy this skateboard unless, because I haven't seen them really go up in value, unless, and then you have to remember how hard this thing's going to be to ship, and Funko is going to send it to you in a big box because they get better shipping rates than we do because they ship more stuff, right? I mean, you have to be honest with yourself. It's going to cost you a lot to ship. It's going to cost a lot to package. Then you're going to have to pray that it gets here okay, and the mailman doesn't decide to use it like Marty McFly and take it on a journey. I mean, so this is one of them that I would stay away from unless I was personally buying the thing, unless it was going on my wall, unless I was putting trucks on it and was going to go ride it. I would stay as far away from this thing as humanly possible. They look really cool hanging on your wall. So if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to get it and you're going to hang it on your wall and you're going to be happy with it hanging on your wall, go for it. If you think you're going to make a profit out of it, it's going to be a hard shipping item. So just remember that profit might turn into a dramatic loss.
Moving on. They did skateboards.
They did stupid skateboards.
Oh,
this is Sandy. So this is what is his?
This is from Book of Boba, or some people reference it as Mandalorian.
Kasanta.
I'd only reference to JKL for the.
Well, his name is Sandy, but it's I can't say his name. It's Kersantin. That's it. Kersantin. Anyways, I hope I said it right. If I didn't say it right, then I don't care.
The Star Wars fans are going to go after it because it's the first one.
And then we have this cool guy. Then we have the Dark Trooper, which they're calling it a Purge Trooper. I think it's the Dark Trooper, but what do I know? Sandy is really cool. It's going to go way up in value really fast. This is one of them that I said that they needed to make right in the Book of Boba that we didn't see.
This is the first time we're seeing Sandy, aren't we?
It is. This is the first time we're seeing Sandy. Sandy has one of the coolest backstories, I think, of any character in Star Wars or any personality for that matter. He has one of the coolest backstories. So when you get a chance, go check that out. I mean, that's look. I'm going to Chrysanthemum, whatever. It's Sandy. That's his real name, Sandy. Anyways, it's going to go way up in price. So if you get caught slipping, you're not going to get this one. As a matter of fact, this is one of them that I'm probably going to put in my cart immediately and then check out because I know that it's going to be super fast and super hot, and then it's going to probably go up to $150, $180, and it's going to go up fast. It's going to stay there. I don't see it coming back down because this is his first appearance. It'd be different if this was a third or fourth or fifth appearance. This is going to be the first one they have made in a Funko Pop. I mean, and I know that you could say that he looks a whole lot like Chewbacca, but I don't care. It's not Chewbacca.
He's the same race.
Right. I know that we could go there, but I'm not going to go there. And then we have this is from the
we already seen these ones.
This is from the Obi. I'm sorry. This is Obi. We were moving.
We can't not have a Pokemon.
You know that there's like certain chrysanthemum, whatever. I can't get
how many
it out.
How many Charmanders have already come out in Funko already? There's like a ton of them, and it's pretty much the same damn mold over and over again.
So here's the funny thing to that though, right? It doesn't matter how many of these things they make. They could make the same pop. They could put him in 15 different boxes. They could paint all 15 of them a different color. They could call every one of them a battle ready. What is this thing? Charizard?
This is a Charmander.
Charmander. They
they actually just recently released a Charmander in all platinum.
They could make 100 of him. They could put him in all the same boxes. They could put him in all the same mold. They could do all of that. They could just put a different number on the box and sell it at a different event. And I promise you,
it'll sell out.
It's gonna sell out every single time. Pokemon has this crazy cult like following, and this thing's gonna sell out. I promise you, it's gonna sell out. I also promise you that it's gonna retail for about $40 to $80, and then it's gonna come back down. There's this crazy thing because there's so many of them. They never really stay there, but they always go there to begin with. Next, we have this one should be all you right here. This is going to be Year of the Spider-Man 2099.
Well, this is the Beyond Amazing collection. That's the further end Spider-Man collection. So it's like futuristic Spider-Man type thing.
I don't really like the different suits. So when they keep putting him in like these futuristic things, I don't really like them. And I know that that's not going to be a popular opinion.
Spider-Man collectors got to have every suit.
I mean, I don't really like them when they start putting it because it to me, this is how I look at this. Spider-Man is very iconic, right? I mean, he's an extremely iconic figure. If I put this guy on my shelf with nothing else around it to tell you what it is, how many people are going to look at that and go, wow, that's a cool Spider-Man? Or how many people are going to look at that and be like, whoa, that's a different Power Ranger. Never seen that Power Ranger.
I definitely would see. The thing is, in comics, there's a lot of characters that didn't change very much. I mean, Cap never really changed too much. Hulk, of course, never really changed too much. He was always shirtless anyways. Doctor Strange never really changed too much. Iron Man, he had a couple different armor suits. Spider-Man has had more outfits than any Marvel character that I could possibly think of. And if you are a diehard Spider-Man collector, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the Beyond Amazing series or you got to have every single suit.
Right. So, I mean, Nick tells me this one came from the game. I can believe it came from a video game. I hear you. I really do. I hear you, but it's such a hard sell for people that aren't super Spider-Man fans.
Maybe because for me, I didn't even need to see the Spider-Man in the corner go, no, that's Spider-Man.
Right. And so here's my thoughts on that. If you're a super Spider-Man fan, you know what this is. They could wrap this guy right here in dog turds and I would buy him. I mean, so I can't judge you on it. I think that one takes a super Spider-Man fan to get their hands on it, and I'm just not that fan. And I think there's a lot of other people that aren't that fan.
I'm a Spider-Man fan, but I'm not on the Beyond series. This one I really, really want. This is the first. They call him on He Who Remains, but this is Kang the Conqueror.
Right, so this is where he meets this guy, right? And this guy tells him that he's been controlling all of this for so long, right? I mean, that's who this is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Kang the Conqueror.
That's what I thought. I'm with you. This is pretty cool, and I don't know how cool it is. I think that it would have been cooler if they would have done it maybe in a metallic, or maybe they would have done it in a glow, or maybe I think that there was some other directions. This one feels lazy to me.
Here's the key to it. It does feel late because, of course, this has been announced a long time ago, and they're finally putting out a Kang pop. But here's where this one's going to be. You're gonna want to get this not only because it's got a con sticker on it, but because this is the first one of Kang the Conqueror, and the box doesn't say Kang the Conqueror, it says He Who Remains. That right there is going to be very important.
Yeah,
moving along, because there's going to be a lot of Kang stuff to eventually come out, and to get this one is going to be extremely important.
He ain't Jesus. Look, you're probably right. I don't know enough about it I just don't know. I can't give enough of my opinion on that one. It feels lazy though, is when I look at that. I mean, it feels lazy. This one, however, is a jumbo pop, which I believe I believe the jumbo now is 6-inch, right? Or is the jumbo the jumbo is the 10-inch.
Jumbo size is 10-inch.
Yeah, so they changed you know why they had to do that, right? I mean, they got tired of having male measurements and stuff. So it you couldn't call them 10 inches anymore, because like this guy, he's only 8 inches. 8 inches that's male measurements, because us males, we believe that like 5 inches is 12. We're like, that's 12 inches. No, it's only 5. This is 8 inches, not 10 inches. So they got tired of having the male measurements when they were measuring things, and the female measurements had to come into play. So they took out the fact that it was a 10-inch and just said that it was a jumbo, instead of giving you those wrong measurements all too often. This thing's going to be really wide, though.
It is. I mean, but see, I would consider grabbing this if I had the opportunity to grab it. I would consider grabbing it. Is it going to be my first pick? No. My first pick of a jumbo size pop would be the Squid Games, but this thing is definitely cool for any Marvel fan. This is an iconic look. You can put that on any shelf, and people are going to know exactly what that is.
That's kind of where I was at with this. This is one of them that I believe can hit that big marker. Because of the size of it. I mean, we already know that it's going to be probably a $50 pop. I mean, they're going to mark.
I think it's going to be like $30.
They're going to mark them up. No. They're about to mark them up. That's going to be a $50 pop all day. All day. That's going to be a $50 pop.
I hope not.
I say that it'll hit the 100. Probably right at the 100, and it's probably going to stay there. This is one of them that I'll pick up and put in my collection if I can.
I agree with Chase right here. Out of box all day.
Yeah. This is an out of box, and that's exactly what I was thinking. If you had a cool like floating shelf somewhere on your wall that you could just singularly put this on, it would be really cool.
If I switch that out with Stitch, I mean, that would stand out.
Yeah. I mean, it's super, super cool. So this is definitely one of them that I'm going to say that you could get. You could hold on to. You could sell it later. You could sell it right away. This is just one of them that's not going to really go down in value. This one would be a cool one for your collection. And I think, let's see, we'll grab the next one here. Oh, it's Amazing Spider-Man.
This is Marvel, part of Amazing Spider-Man. This is Silk. I remember being around. I don't know. She wasn't in a ton of stuff, but she always kind of reminded me of Moon Knight, to be honest with you, because of her outfit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was confused.
It's kind of a weak character, to be honest with you, to make a pop out of it. But I mean, at least the way they did, at least they learned from their picture taking of that style to angle the back piece so it doesn't look like
it doesn't look like it's going up their ass anymore.
Although I'm a Marvel fan, this would not be on my radar.
Yeah, I really, what's surprising is we haven't seen any Moon Knight stuff. Like, hitting in there. You know what else is surprising? I haven't seen any Moon Knight in stores.
I haven't found a single Moon Knight in stores.
I haven't either, but they have to be out there. That's kind of weird. We haven't seen a Moon Knight yet.
But then again, remember my Target's like 5 months behind, or my Walmart's like 5 months behind. Always. I'm kind of, I don't know if that star piece comes with her, but I mean, this is again a people pop that if you put it on your shelf without the box, no one would know who that is.
You're absolutely right. I think she's going to go up in value, though. I mean, I hate to say it. She was an iconic character in the movie.
You are right, Nick. I did hear about that. Silk is supposed to be making an appearance in one of the next upcoming Spider-Man movies, but
I don't know.
I still think she's a weak character.
I'm going to stay out of that one. That's one of them that I can't call. This one, on the other hand,
this is awesome. This is a Moon Knight.
This one, on the other hand, is going to be one of Marvel's very first women superheroes.
She was not an end to comic. Don't go looking for her in any Moon Knight comic books or anything of that nature. You will not find her. She was created for that show and that show period. She's a Scarlet Scarab, and I think this was a fantastic character.
So this is
she's got double swords. Come on, man.
This is going to be our first Moon Knight. Man, I think this one's going to go up in value. I think this is hot. I think this is a score. I don't.
It's going to be hard to tell, but that one is hot.
It's a tough one to tell, but I think that it could easily flip for 40 very quickly. I think you could easily flip that one for 40 if that's what you're doing. And look, there's no judgment here. You do you. If you want to flip them, you flip away.
What's this? Ninja Turtles meets Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? What?
That is exactly what this is.
Like an abomination.
So they're calling it an exclusive pop crossover.
This is an abomination, is what
this is really weird. So
yeah, I don't know.
Here's where I'm confused. So there's two different labels down at the bottom. If you'll look down there,
Tokyo.
One of them has a Toy Tokyo, which is a Toy Tokyo exclusive. It's a San Diego Con Toy Tokyo exclusive. I don't think I've ever seen that done before. And then there's the San Diego Con sticker. I don't know if that means one of them is not going to have a San Diego Con sticker on it, and it's going to have.
I'm thinking Leo's going to have the Toy Tokyo sticker.
It's going to have that stupid Toy Tokyo. I hate buying anything from Toy Tokyo. They mark their stuff up way up in value. If you get it or not, sometimes it's kind of hit or miss. So I've never been a Toy Tokyo person unless they've improved the process. Maybe they've improved it. I don't know. I do know that at one point in time they were marking their stuff up. So instead of selling them for $15, they would let them go up in value, and then they would sell them for $40 or $45. I don't necessarily like companies that do that. So I mean, I don't.
The whole concept of this is,
I think it's stupid. Yeah, I think it's stupid. I agree. It's pretty dumb.
The entire concept of this is just dumb.
I don't see it going up anytime soon.
This must be the guy who thought that came up with this is the same one that came up with the stupid art series.
So
someone needs to kick him in the nuts.
That's right. Somebody needs to kick the shit out of him.
Masters of the Universe, Toy Tokyo. Here's the thing with this. If you are already a collector of Masters of the Universe, because mind you, there's a massive amount of Masters of the Universe now. There's in every con, there's got to be Masters of the Universe now. I'll give them respect that they did so many villains for so long that they're finally bringing a He-Man one out. I think the sword is pretty cool. The baby blue outfit, I mean, we all realized once we got older that He-Man was gay, so I guess it kind of fits. But I mean, if you got a Masters Universe collection, go for it. If you don't,
I don't think it's going up in price. I don't see it. Masters of the Universe kind of played out. They've got a lot of it out there.
This though, G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. All right, so
Serpentor.
I can see it maybe. I know that some of the G.I. Joe stuff is went up in value, probably not a whole lot. So I mean, I don't I don't know. The G.I. Joe stuff is so hard to
Up and
call.
down. It's very up and down.
It's so hard to call.
Nick, if there's a comic of that, it should never ever been made. Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers don't go together. Just doesn't.
I mean, so I guess we've seen the Turtles and Power Rangers in the comics.
I supposedly.
Wait, he's gay.
Don't lie. I remember watching He-Man a lot when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite cartoons, and then I got older and I watched another one because they brought it out and realized, holy crap, He-Man is gay.
This one will go up in price.
Transformers, yeah, they always do. There's a Jumbo Pop. What is this one called? Unicron,
yeah.
I think it's cool. I think the whole
this one will go up
outside is pretty cool. I mean, I think the pop looks cool. I don't really collect Transformer Pop, so it's not on my radar. But
look, I'm with you, but we know how that goes, right? Just because it's not on our radar doesn't mean it wasn't on somebody's, right?
Exactly.
Right. Let me go back down here. I just wanted to scroll real quick to see if I was done, and it looks like I am done.
As far as and then of course you got the breakout of where everyone's buying them.
The new sodas that just released that you can't buy because they sell out before you can buy them. So I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and see it for us. Entertainment Earth is going to be getting the Moon Knight and South Park.
The South Park and the Moon
Amazon
Knight.
Gets the spider suit, not surprised.
Box Lunch always seems to get anime.
Yeah, Box Lunch gets the My Hero Academia. Walmart's going to be picking up 4 of those guys, which is
that Walmart Supersonic is going to go.
It's going to be the Sonic. We all know that they'll be super late coming to Walmart though, and they're also getting I keep wanting to call him a Dark Trooper, even though I know he's not. They're calling him a Purge Trooper.
So the Squid Games is online only. Yeah,
I mean, if that's what it says. Yeah, so the Funko Web, you'll get that really cool soda. There's a lot of them that are just going to be Funko Web only. So it's any of the convention stuff, some of the sodas, some of the looks like that Squid Games that you were talking about, the Demogorgon, the
GameStop
Mr. or Mrs. Times. I can't remember which that is.
Miss Minutes.
Miss Minutes. I mean, so there's a lot of them there that are going to be just Funko Shop only. Then you have your Entertainment Earth. It's going to have the Pokemon and then some anime.
No, that's FYE.
FYE. Oh yeah. For your entertainment.
GameStop got a good lineup with getting.
GameStop always gets a good lineup.
They got a good lineup.
They got Sandy, which is going to be like a reason why I'm going to GameStop in case I miss him.
They got the Penguin.
They got the Penguin just in case I miss him. I'll be there for that one. Target, nobody cares what Target's getting. Don't shop at Target. It's a waste of your time.
Target did get a shitty batch.
Good. That's what they should have got. They should have got a shitty lineup. Nobody likes Target. Target doesn't like us as collectors. We shouldn't like them. Toy Tokyo is getting those. We know that they're getting the He-Man.
And to be honest with you, Hot Topic got a shitty batch too.
Hot Topic kind of did get a shitty batch, but I mean they did get the Demon Slayer. They got the Bambi with the big butt. I mean, so
I think out of that batch at Hot Topic, people are going after that Demon Slayer well before anything.
Yeah, and that DC Fire over there. I mean, people will go after that one. They'll go after the Bambi with the big butt because just everybody likes a big butt, right? I mean, so
why not?
Why not? That really looks like it was going to be it for that lineup. But man, let me tell you, like in my search today for things that I wanted to talk about, I often find myself saying, how do I troll Chris? is often what I find myself saying. I say, well, this week we got some good news, but how exactly do I troll my buddy Chris?
Hey, but Chase, not everyone has a Target hookup.
So when I'm thinking, how do I troll my buddy Chris?
Oh, Jesus.
So My Little Pony is coming out with an NFT on the 28th of this month. You won't be able to go.
I can't even use that this is a dying brand because trust me, we buy enough My Little Pony crap in this house. Not going away anytime soon.
So On the 28th, you're gonna have to get your wallets out because I know all you bronies out there are going to have to get your hands on these limited edition.
See, is Chase a brony?
Well, I mean, I would.
I'm pretty sure Nick is one.
This is my
Nick's a brony.
prediction. This is my prediction. All of the people out there who talked all the smack about my
Did you have a brony shirt?
No. I picked up.
No, that was.
I picked up a couple of the My Little Ponies that they did. They did an Optimus Prime and they did a I want to say it's Bumblebee. They're really cool. They did them at GameStop. They had them sitting there, and I remember showing these things one time, and I got so much like blah 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 about bronies, and I didn't even know what a brony was at the time, and I was like, y'all can just all kiss it, right? We're not playing that. You can just kiss it. I collect what I want to collect. All of those people who talked all of that noise, and I could probably sit down and name 50 channels, but I'm not gonna because I'm not that person. I'm not that shallow yet. Remember that. Not that shallow yet. I bet they all go after these My Little Ponies, and they all buy them.
Of course, we start talking My Little Ponies, and who shows back up?
That's right. And they all buy them, and they all talk about how cool their limited edition My Little Pony digital.
I'm right here with Chase. I'm paying attention more to this Darth Vader toaster.
Y'all gotta listen, because it's gonna happen. Y'all watch. I bet that there's at least 50 channels that are gonna post on Instagram their My Little Pony NFTs. Guaranteed 50 grown men are going to go after these with a vengeance. It's going to be like a battle of the Spartans.
Yeah, if you're gonna go and buy these, whether it's an NFT or not, you need to already go out and buy your brony T-shirt and own it, because I only have to buy My Little Pony shit because I got 2 girls, and I'm stuck buying this shit.
So here's an idea, and this is what I'm going to. We should probably make some brony koozies. And for everyone who buys these NFTs, I might actually send them brony koozies. I'd be like, congratulations to the brony club or something.
Brony.
I'm going to do something. Because we know it's happening. Nobody in history ever said, I'm going to collect not My Hero Academia. I'm going to collect My Little Pony at the age 30. No guy has ever said that in history. I promise you, you're about to see that change.
Instead of Eskimo Brothers, it's going to be Brony Brothers.
Oh, that's what it is. I should send them koozies that says we're Brony Brothers.
That's funny.
Anyways, I
can't do this crap.
I had to get that one out there because I know that a lot of times we don't get to catch like the flock that we get from the community, but I got some flock when I was talking about those. And when I seen that they were coming out with these stupid NFTs, I said, man, all of those people that gave me all of that flock are going to stop everything they said, and they're going to drop everything they're doing on the 28th, and they're going to run as fast as they can to their PC to buy My Little Ponies, so that they can get them in a black box, a limited edition black box.
It needs to be rainbow box.
I mean, it's gonna be funny, and I think that I'm gonna have to send everybody some kind of a koozie. I think that we're gonna have to sit down and really think hard about what kind of koozie I send to everybody, so that we can let them know that we are proud brony brothers.
Oh my. But do we want to show off the most recent sodas? Anyone that can't get what they can see?
Yeah, I mean, I can show them off. I've been in this thing with the sodas lately. I think that my biggest problem with the sodas is exactly what I was saying earlier, without going back into it, is that people were going to find a way to ruin it.
Oh yeah.
People were going to find a way to ruin it for everybody else, and it wasn't going to be fair, right? I mean, it wasn't going to be a fair run at it. It was going to be something stupid, and you just weren't going to be able to get your hands on them. All of these guys have released. Maybe you can go to Pop in a Box right now and grab them. I know that they were on Entertainment Earth earlier. I used to try and like shoot out the links when these guys hit Entertainment Earth, but they sell out so fast that by the time I get the link, it's sold out. So they have the Jelly Belly. I think I ordered this one, to be honest. I don't care if I get red or blue. I think that's pretty weak. At the end of the day, they could have like taken a bite out of him.
They should have at least made it like freckled, so it's like
Yeah.
a tutti frutti or something. Like
I mean,
that,
they could have did something cool with it, but they didn't. The Vision sold out almost instantly.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
everyone wants that white Vision.
surprise, surprise, right? I mean, this guy sold out almost instantly. He'll go way up in value if you can get the Chase variant. If you can get the Chase variant of that one, it'll go way up in value. Hawkman, I think is a DC. Flocked. Yeah, it's a DC. You can get him flocked, or I mean, look. There was a time that Funko had decided that they weren't going to put out the ones that you could weigh, right? I mean, there was a time that they stopped doing that, where they only changed the color of them. Here lately, they've kind of given up on that idea that you could weigh this one versus you couldn't, and I think that's because we quit talking about it. Because we quit talking about the fact that you could weigh them, they decided that they would sneak it back out there. Well, sneaking it back out there, all of these Chase variants so far, with the exception of that Jelly Belly, can be weighed. I mean,
this flocked one's gonna have a difference.
Yeah,
the Vision might not, just because it's just mainly a different color. But
well, I mean, so that's a very valid point, and that's the ones that I like. When they just change the color, you can't weigh that and figure out what it is. That Flash one though, Gordon. This one has a shield versus not a shield. He has
and
a
then
club.
Of course, the wings are flocked on the chain.
Right. I mean, so there's going to be a clear weight difference. Clear weight difference on it.
Flash Gordon, I don't know if you'd have a weight difference on
I think so. I mean, in one he's holding some sort of looks like a rugby ball, and in the other one he's holding, it looks like a whip. In one of them he has the cutoff. I say that there's going to be a weight difference there.
Is this the BDSM version of Flash Gordon?
It does look like a BDSM version of him. It's kind of strange. He has a whip and some kind of leather. I don't know. You know, DC.
This will have a definite weight difference on whatever this is from.
Yes, and it's sold out. Everything Powerpuff for some reason is way more popular than I would have ever thought that it was. But him sold out. But him's always been really popular. I mean, so it's pretty cool. I can't believe that it sold out. It did, but everything.
So it just mirrors this astronaut one, just weird.
You know, it is weird. I really thought that it was going to be the MTV Moon guy. I don't know why they didn't continue on with the MTV Moon guy.
It's the NASA astronaut. That's just weird.
You know, something that I seen here recently, without like becoming a conspiracy theorist crazy person. Did you know that the boots that they wore in outer space didn't have texture on the bottom of them? But the footprint that they show you from outer space has texture. And I just wanted to like...
That's because the moon landing was staged.
I don't know. I'm not one of those people that really get into like, well, did it happen or didn't it happen? It doesn't matter. Either way I think about it. I mean, did it really matter? I mean, so I don't really get into that, right? But I seen a picture of somebody had a picture of just the boots that they were wearing. So they're in a museum somewhere, just the boots that they had on, and it was kind of like the bottom of the boot. They somehow like managed to get a picture of the bottom of the boot, and then they had a picture of the actual like the first step on the moon, you know, because that's a big deal. We stepped on the moon, even though there's radiation in between us and the moon, and you couldn't live through it to get there. But anyways, the footprint on the moon had lines in it, textured, like it's got a grip on the bottom of your shoe. The shoes that they had in the museum were flat on the bottom. Now, maybe those weren't the original shoes, right? But It was interesting nonetheless. I said, well, look at this. Maybe it didn't happen.
I'll have to go check that out one day. We got Cape Canaveral right down the way. So
Yeah, I mean, go check that out one day and tell me if they have a texture on the bottom of them. I want to know.
My Hero Academia, that's anime that's going to go quick.
Always popular. It sold out too. So did the Homer.
Yep, Homer is definitely. But you know what's funny?
Sold out too.
Is I'd almost rather the common. I like him holding the donut.
I don't like the Homer in the soda. He looks weird to me, and I don't know why. There's something.
It heads wider than it should be taller.
Yeah, there's something strange in the Homer that I can't. You're right. He's not wide enough. That's what it is.
It's too wide. It needs to be longer.
Yeah, he's very strange looking. I appreciate the fact that he has a beer in his hand, but it's really strange. I don't know.
Now, did you also see that they reintroduced the Fun Days box of fun?
Oh, I did not see that they reintroduced the box of fun. When does that go up for sale?
I seen it on the Twitter page. I can bring that up.
Yeah, see if you can bring that up before we get off of here. I did not see that. Now the box of fun stuff. If you can get in that lottery and you can get your hands on that box of fun stuff, you make sure that you buy these.
It says box of fun. Fun Days means new iteration of box of fun or four new team themes, and each box is full of limited edition exclusive collectibles only available through the box of fun at Funko on Funko.com or in-person Fun Day celebration. It says learn more. They didn't really release a day.
So let's hope that they're just going to release it on their site and they're not going to do one of these stupid lotteries. If they just release this guy on their site, you're going to want to pick these up. They always have really cool.
Yeah. Here you go. Hosted by annual during SDCC this year's Fun Days held on Friday, July 22nd. And theme is Blacklight. We're gonna push the Blacklight crap again.
We're gonna have Blacklight Freddy.
Fun Days tickets are separate tickets, not connected to convention tickets. Fun Days tickets are $150 and are required for entry into unique Funko experiences. Fun Days tickets will go on sale Tuesday the 21st at a random time between 10 and 2. A random time between 10 and 2?
When?
What kind of crap is that?
When did you say?
It says Fun Days tickets will go on sale Tuesday, June 21st.
That's today.
Which was today. It apparently went on sale between a random time of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Did anybody get in on that?
I don't know.
Sounds weird. How did they go on sale?
Yeah, but I think this is something that they're not really saying anything about doing it online. This seems to be like it says an extra ticket other than the Comic-Con. Where does it say this is exclusive? These tickets are separate tickets, not connected to your convention tickets.
Did it say where they were going on sale?
Extra thing on top of going to Comic-Con.
Yeah, did they say where they were going on sale though?
No. Fun Days tickets, yeah, just online probably.
That's so weird. So, anyways, if you can get your hands on one of those boxes, get your hands on one of those boxes. Last year, I had our good friend Yessie Lou hooked me up with one of those boxes. They're always going to go up in value. They always have. They always will. They're always a good idea to get your hands on those boxes. Maybe if you don't get it here, we better grab it like when they release the actual sale. I don't know. We will just have to wait and see. So, what do you have going on next week?
Next week right now, I still get on the editing floor. I probably should have got more editing done while I was sick, but I was having a hard time focusing. But I've got the World of Coke store that's still on the editing shelf. It's almost done. So that should be coming out soon. Oh, I forgot to take this down. That one should be coming out soon. Next, I haven't decided how I'm going to do this yet. Next Wednesday, June 29th, is the christening of the official christening of the Disney Wish, which is the newest cruise ship on the Disney Cruise Line fleet. So this thing is fantastic. Again, if you watch my 5 minutes of Disney video that I released yesterday, we did get out to the coast and we did go and check it out. Of course, didn't go inside, but got to check out the outside. And they're going to do the official christening next Wednesday. I will be out there. I've already taken the day off. I will be out there. I just haven't decided if I'm going to live stream it or film it. I haven't really decided that one yet. But stay tuned and you'll find out. Other than that, I'm going reservations at Epcot on Friday. I'm not sure what I'm going there for, if I'm going to go and do Flower and Garden since it's one of the last 2 weeks, or if I'm going to go do a video that I thought of for a while, which was candy around the world. Because all the different countries have different types of candy. So I don't know. We're gonna go and just have fun. I got reservations for it. It'll just be myself. So, or maybe I'll just go wait in line for 2 hours for Guardians of the Galaxy again. You never know.
Can't wait.
More Disney stuff coming. More Disney stuff, and every week you will get a new 5 minutes of Disney. So if you got 5 minutes to take out and want to hear some cool Disney news,
I think everybody has 5 minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes they can spare. Make sure you go check that out. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. For sure, it's going to be a lot of fun.
What do you got going on? I know you were talking about doing something a little different.
So Wednesday, I have a very short video. I think it's like just over 3 minutes. I think I'm going to start adding Wednesdays back to my routine. I used to do a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At some point, I decided Wednesdays were just too much for me, and I took my Wednesdays out, and I only did Monday and Friday. I think you're going to start seeing my Wednesdays come back, but they're not going to come back the way you think. So I'm not going to give up too much, but Wednesday is going to be my new studio tour.
Ooh.
It's not in my house, though. I mean, so
all right, I'm confused now. I gotta wait. I gotta check this out to find out what the hell you're talking about.
It's not in my house. So me and you were kind of talking about this before we came on, and I think with my studio flooding, and I don't know if everybody knows like how much work you actually put into like what you do, like behind you, like for example, right? It was a pretty big like upsetting thing for me to watch so much of the work that I had put into this place instantly get taken away. It made me really think about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and I think that you're going to see some different style coming from me. Just go check it out Wednesday. Tell me what you think. But it really is a new studio tour. It's a lot of fun. Go check that out. Make sure you check that out. If nothing else, go check it out and hit a thumbs down. but go check that out. I'm
definitely going to check it out. You kind of piqued my interest now.
You're definitely going to go check it out. But guys, hey, look, we truly appreciate all of y'all for coming and hanging out with us. I don't know if y'all know how much we appreciate y'all, but we really appreciate and love all of y'all. Have a good night, guys.
Take it easy.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. We've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.